Director at Public Health England. Before Sir Patrick provides an update on the latest data from our COBRA coronavirus dashboard, I just want to give you an update on the steps that we as a government have been taking to defeat coronavirus. Our step-by-step action plan is aiming to slow the spread of the virus, so fewer people need hospital treatment at any one time, thereby protecting the NHS's capacity. At each point, we've been following the scientific and medical advice, and we've been very deliberate in our actions, taking the right steps at the right moment. We're also taking unprecedented action to increase NHS capacity by dramatically expanding the numbers of beds, key staff, life-saving equipment on the front line, so that we give people the care they need when they need it most. That's why we're instructing people to stay at home so we can protect our NHS and save lives. And to report that through the government's ongoing monitoring and testing programme, as of today, 134,946 people have now been tested for the virus, 112,805 have tested negative, 22,141 have tested positive. Of those who have contracted the virus, 1,408 have very sadly died. We express our deepest condolences to the families and friends of those who have passed away. And I think those figures are a powerful reminder to us all of the importance of following the government's guidelines. We must stay at home to protect our NHS and save lives. And I'd like to thank all of those involved on the front line, in particular all of those in the NHS, for their battle against this virus. The amazing doctors, the amazing nurses, all the support staff working day and night, the thousands of other key workers, from our teachers to supermarket workers,
you see there is
our fantastic diplomatic network, who are all, as a team, working around the clock to get us through this unprecedented coronavirus challenge. This is a united national effort, and the spirit of selflessness shown by so many is an inspiration. I now want to turn to what we've been doing to support British people travelling around the world. Coronavirus hasn't just challenged us at home, it is the greatest global challenge in a generation. And as the countries work to secure their borders and stop the further spread of this deadly virus, we appreciate that an unprecedented number of UK travellers are trying to get home, and we're not talking a few hundred or even a few thousands, we're talking about hundreds of thousands of people travelling around the world. So with that in mind, on the 17th of March, we advise people against all non-essential travel around the world. And since the 23rd of March, we've advised that all UK residents who are currently travelling abroad should return home. Hundreds of thousands have already done so. But many travellers haven't yet managed to get back home, from young backpackers to retired couples on cruises. And we appreciate the difficult predicament that they find themselves in. We also recognise exactly the anxiety of families here in the UK who are concerned to get their loved ones home and to avoid for all of those people affected. And I want to assure them that this government, their government, is working around the clock to support, advise and to help British travellers get home. I've spoken to more than 20 foreign ministers around the world in the last week or so to support this effort,
creepy face.
Airports and ports open, and to facilitate access to them by British travellers. Over the weekend I spoke to foreign ministers from Australia, New Zealand,
Black
India,
clouds should move, and hopefully we'll get to
Pakistan.
see the big
And I also spoke to the
circle
Ethiopian Prime Minister,
sun.
and in all of those cases urged them to work with us to keep commercial routes flying. Given the scale and complexity of this challenge,
I can't see it properly until I review this
so
film.
the Foreign Office is working with other governments. There's a particular focus on transit hubs, and we're also working with the airlines to keep as many flights running as possible. We've got a lot more to do, but we've already helped hundreds of thousands of people get home. The first phase has been to keep as many commercial flights running as we can, and that's based on just purely the scale and the number of people who want to come home. And as a result of those efforts and the cooperation we received from the Spanish government, we've enabled an estimated 150,000 UK nationals to get back from Spain. On other commercial routes that have come under pressure, we work with partner governments and airlines to get back 8,500 UK travellers from Morocco, around 5,000 UK nationals from Cyprus. That gives you a sense of the scale of the challenge and the numbers of British travellers abroad. Now, in circumstances where commercial flights can't operate, we've already chartered flights which proved necessary to return 1,400 UK nationals on flights, for example, from China at the outset of this crisis and more recently from Korea. We've not faced challenges like this in getting people home from abroad on this scale in recent memory. Airports are closing down or preventing airlines from operating on a commercial basis. Local authorities have placed restrictions on movement that prevent people from getting to the airport. And the critical transit hubs that we rely on for long-haul flights are also shutting down, or in some cases limiting their flights. Some of these restrictions have been done with very little notice, some with no notice at all, which makes it very difficult to respond. So international collaboration is absolutely vital. As I said, it's a team effort and it involves government working with other governments, but also working with the airlines. So with that in mind, I can today announce a new arrangement between the government and airlines to fly home tens of thousands of stranded British travellers, where commercial flights are no longer possible. Partner airlines include British Airways, Virgin, EasyJet, Jet2 and Titan, and this list can be expanded. Under the arrangements that we are putting in place, we will target flights from a range of priority countries starting this week. Let me explain a little bit about how this will work in practice.